Yes, welcome to Come Well, Amias, as I am, as you all. Today's show is entitled The Beat and the Breath. The Beat and the Breath. Let's dive right into it. The beat can be known as Hertz, HTZ, and the breath can be known as O2, as in oxygen, 2. This is the sinus rhythm. This is the sinus grace. Sinus rhythm, sinus grace. Hertz, O2. These two are a team when you're dealing with the Ka, Anu, Atum, the quantum understanding of things. What is known as O2 is two oxygen atoms bonded together. Oxygen is an intelligence of bondage. It's meant to bond something or things. To bond what? To bond you with it and it with you. To bond your internals with the externals. To bond the inner body with its outer reality. To project an outer experience from an inner perception. This is what oxygen is. This is why the breath is very important when you are looking to bring about a specific reality and experience reflected from a specific intent being held in place. The breath that we breathe is meant to bond the outer atmosphere with the inner atmosphere, the biosphere to its atmosphere, the atmosphere with the biosphere. So it's not just about thinking and having images and visualizing. That's a part of it, but that's not the whole thing. It's also the way that you breathe. What is the breath? So simply put, the breath is the etheric material of thought spectrum that manipulates, orchestrates, arranges, and organizes the environmental elemental forces, aerial minerals, and atmospheric metals into the structuring surrounding substance of your held desire that literally appears out of nowhere into the somewhere where we're at. This is how you pull or you flip the coin or you change the spin orientation of the ion. So you're connecting the inner ions with the ionosphere. There's a teamwork of communication and interaction between your ionosphere and your ions. This is the switcheroo. This is the exchange. This is the relationship. This is the communication. This is the connection. And yes, this happens through the breath. And I know when we talk about the breath, we talk about anything that's something invisible, people usually doubt the invisible or that which can't be seen by the eyes. But I told you in the last video before that the eyes and the hands can only see and or interact with that which isn't really there. The hands can only touch that which is leaving in that moment. The eyes can only see that which is disappearing in that moment. So stop counting on your eyes. Close these eyes and open this eye. And I told you before, look at a synonym for the word heart. You're going to bump into the word I, E-Y-E. You're looking too much with these eyes and not looking enough with this eye. How could one think that that which is invisible doesn't matter? The invisible does matter. Why? Because the invisible is matter. Let me ask you a question. Why do your lungs, your physical lungs in your chest inflate when this invisible thing called oxygen that we can't see flows inside of it and outside of it? And then on top of that, as we breathe, as this body, this organism breathes this unseen oxygen, this organism grows. It's obvious that the invisible intelligence affects the material intelligence. That's obvious. Therefore, your mind, which can be seen as an invisible thing in a way of understanding, therefore, your mind builds actual physical structures. The breath is the constant birthing phenomenon of coherence as the third finalized point or end result of the pyramidal effect of desire and possession, or cause and effect. The place where coherence converts into correspondence. This is where coherence converts into correspondence, where your intention turns into the physical invention. It's through the third point, which is the breath. The breath. How are you breathing? Breathing correctly is just as important as thinking correctly. So the breath is the constant birthing phenomenon of coherence. Coherence, breathing. Third point. 1. Virtualization. 2. Vibration. 3, vacillation, breathing. The third points. First point, second point, third point. The pyramid. The third point that actually determines the result of your manifesto, of your appearance, of your construct, your physical construct. So just think of it as 3 V's. I know a lot of people say visualization, but I don't go with visualization. I deal with virtualization. The more you are moving your body and your head, looking at what you are bringing about in your home, your environment, wherever you may be standing, sitting, thinking, pondering, expanding, and exercising the muscles of your brain by utilizing the expansion of your mind. Just think of these 3 V's. Virtualization, vibration, vacillation. 3 V's. This is the third end points or finalized points or pyramidal effect of desire and possession, cause and effect, where coherence converts into correspondence, where the 2 C's meet when the 3 V's are on points. In the ancient tongue, this is known as something called the ruach, or ruach. This comes from the ancient pronunciation of happy ra, or happy ru. This is where you get the habi ru, which you know as the modern day Hebrew. Hebrew comes from habiru. Habiru comes from happy ru, or happy ra. Happy was another name for the Nile Valley River. Instead of calling it the Nile Valley River, we call that happy, or happy. And the Hebrew was the happy ra people, or the happy ru. So the happy is the Nile Valley River, which is the stream of life. And the ra, or the ru, is the breath of life. Ruach means the breath of life. Ruach, the breath of life. So happy ra, or the happy ru, is the stream of life, and ru is the breath of life from the happy ru people, known as, or what they call the ruach, the breath, which was known in ancient Kemet as resting in the silence of Ra. Resting in the silence of Ra, or Ra. Utilize something called a 25-second doorway, and you'll see the effects for yourself. You'll see the results for yourself, and it happens immediately. I'm giving a little secret at the moment. It's not really a secret, but it's something that we forgot. use something called the 25-second doorway and feel and see and experience the results for yourself. The 25-second doorway, or the 25th Godz. Godz just means the doorway or the door or the opening of the way. The 25-second doorway, or the 25th Godz. 7 seconds inhale and 18 seconds. Take 18 seconds to exhale through the nose. 7 seconds inhale, 18 seconds exhale, or 8 seconds inhale, 17 seconds exhale to open up your Godz. And you do this in a sequence of 6. So 7 seconds in, 18 seconds out. Do this 6 times. Or 8 seconds in and 17 seconds out. Do this in a sequence of 6 times. What this does, this specific breathing pattern does, is it opens up the doorway to your ka, to your spirit. You make immediate contact with your spirit and your soul. Now, this specific breathing pattern opens up the doorway of the manifesto, of all manifesto, for instantaneous appearance. If you do this method with a specific intent, held with a specific desire and possession, that which you want, need, and or desire begins to instantly appear. The more access that your spirit and your soul has to this physical dimension, the quicker the workings happen, the sooner things appear. It's just granting your access, but you have to know how to open that door and leave that door open. This is a way how to do it. One of the ways on how to do it. And yes, this is based upon feeling. Feeling is very important. Feeling, using your imagination, imagery, as well as the breath. All these things line up to align up what you want to appear. The chakra system, or what you call the chakra system, but it comes from chakra, which is Sekhmet and Ra. It's called the chakra system. But the chakra system is a feminine system. Why? Because it is a system of feelings and memories, or waves and encodings, or waves and wave imprints. You're creating different feeling sections and different feeling locations within the body. It is a giving birth intelligence, an impregnating intelligence, and giving birth intelligence. Know the intelligence and the method of impregnating yourself with your desire and giving birth to possess your desire. Create these feelings by, or these new feelings, or these present feelings, by getting rid of the past feelings, which no longer serve you. This is where vibration becomes very important to begin to utilize in accordance with virtualization and vacillation. The 3 V's, the 3 vaginas, the 3 wombs, the 3 feminine intelligences. But in order to fully succeed at this method, you have to have your mother open in your heart. The mother goddess has to be present. If the mother is not present, no pregnancy nor birthing can take place between time and space. You have to activate the mother. The 4th sekra, which is the middle sekra. And that's by no coincidence, accident, or mistake. The middle has to be open in order for the 2 wings to flap, or the top 3 and the bottom 3, where you get the wings. You see that sign with the scarabus in the middle and the wings on the side? The scarabus in the middle was known as the middle section, the heart, the mother. I think it's called Sepra or Sefra, somewhere along that pronunciation, or the Sefra beetle or the Sepra beetle or something like that. But it's in the middle and the wings are on the side. The wings are known as the 3 lower sekra and the top 3 sekra. But there is no top 3 or lower 3 without the middle. This has to first become activated. The vibration, the center of vibration has to become activated, because like I told you in the other videos, in the last videos, there is a direct connection between feeling and something which becomes physical. Feeling and physical are directly connected. Activate the mother goddess within you. Connect the breath and the beat. As you are.